King of the Road.
It's the 170th episode of the King of the Road Show. I'm Jim King. By the way, you can jumpstart your Christmas shopping next weekend, November 20th through the 22nd, at Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie as they present the Winter Extravaganza. It'll definitely be a worthwhile road trip with plenty of things to do and see at the family-oriented event. Anyway, here's Larry's Old Time Trade Days owner, Larry Barron, to tell you more.
Listen, we've been waiting for 5 years with 4 hurricanes to try and do a winter extravaganza. This is our 5th anniversary coming up in February. We want to give back to our public, give an opportunity to come out here and do some Christmas shopping. We're going to have a gumbo cook-off. We're going to have a car show, a swap meet, a regular trade days on top of it with live entertainment. And it's going to be Ricky Dodd and Simply Cajun, who's a great Cajun band with a real flair. The people are going to love it. He's great to dance to. He's very entertaining, great stage presence. We have a lot of the people in the community involved. We've got Doge Rice involved with this. We've got Zumo Sausage, Budweiser, Miller Lite. I mean, community people and all the businesses in the community, Tex Joy, have jumped in and they're really supporting us. The Optimist Club is involved in this transaction. We've got the American Legion involved, the Volunteer Fire Department from Winnie Stoll. I mean, it's just a major happening for us here. And Jim, like I said, you're always a tremendous supporter for us, and we really appreciate everything you do for us.
Thank you, Larry. That's Larry Barron. We're at Larry's Old Time Trade Days, the 20th through the 22nd. The Winter Extravaganza has been planning it for years. We're finally doing it. No hurricane in 2009, so
we're ready.
We're ready. A lot of the vendors are going to be here. You got a swap meet. You got the car show.
Yes,
you
sir.
have a gumbo cook-off. It is going to be an extravaganza.
It's awesome. It is an extravaganza, Jim, and thank you so much again.
Thank you,
Really
Larry.
appreciate you.
We hope to see you at the Winter Extravaganza in Winnie next weekend. King of the Road Productions will be on hand capturing video and stills, and I'll be helping out with the emceeing. Coming up later in this program, we'll air our exclusive concert footage and interview with Texas country troubadour Wade Bowen. But first, we'll wrap up our visit with EJ Duvall. Of course, EJ did a great job with my old mantle clock. And if you have an antique clock or even a new one in need of cleaning or repairs, give EJ a call at 409-385-2111. Tell him King of the Road sent you. Now join me as we cruise back to Silsbee. We're wrapping up our visit at EJ's Clocks in Silsbee, located on Tick-Tock Lane. In the last segment, EJ Duvall was taking apart the inner workings of my old Seth Thomas mantle clock.
Now from here, I'm going to go over there and put it in the tank to wash it. This is an ultrasonic cleaner.
EJ's ultrasonic cleaner heats up to around 120 degrees. That cuts all of the oil, dirt, and grease off the mechanisms. They'll soon be as clean as new. EJ then polishes all the parts on his buffing wheel. It was just a few days later that EJ personally delivered the finished clock to my home.
Hey, Jim. Got your clock ready?
EJ, come on in. Watch the dog. Watch the man-eating dog there.
Got it here?
After a short stay at EJ's Clocks on Tick-Tock Lane in Silsbee, my old Seth Thomas was back home on its mantle. Thanks to EJ Duvall, we'll be enjoying its rhythmic ticking, tocking, and hourly gongs for years to come. What's the oldest clock you've had with?
Probably one of these French clocks that was built in 1840, 50. I found an inscription inside of one of the on the mainsprings where someone scratched their name. It was a French name, and the date was 1891, I think it was.
Do you own some antique clocks yourself?
Not really. I have good friends that are collectors, and I do their clockwork. But I don't know. You know, if I can sell it, I'll sell it. I have one old. It was an advertising clock. It hangs in my kitchen. It's it says "Time to buy Calumet." It's to advertise Calumet baking powder, and I promised my son's fiance, if they ever get married, I would give it to her. so we'll see.
They keep you company on that TikTok.
Yeah.
Doesn't drive you cuckoo?
No. Like I told someone else, sounds like money to me.
Uh-huh.
And I keep an ear out for the ones that I just worked on to see if they're striking right and showing the right time, and I go around and regulate them. Every morning when I come in, I check all of them, see if they're keeping time.
Can you tell us a story about how this became TikTok Lane here?
Well, you probably need 2 shows for me to tell you that. And
as EJ tells it, the street was originally called Nicky's Lane, but kids kept stealing the sign. One day, a child in the neighborhood had a seizure, so the local homeowners got together and decided to change the name of the street, and one of them suggested TikTok Lane.
My good friend Glenn Barnhill, he come up to me and asked me what I wanted to name it. I said, I don't care. He said, well, what about TikTok Lane? Ha ha. She laughed. I said, no, Glenn, don't do that, because people will think I wanted it that way. Mm-hmm. And this was before I had my shop here at my house.
Hope you've enjoyed our visit with EJ Duvall of EJ's Clocks in Silsbee. Thanks to EJ, my old Seth Thomas is just a ticking and a talking. Coming up next, Texas country troubadour Wade Bowen